Can you beat Pokemon Legends ZA with no money or Mega Shards? Well, yes you can. And I did it. We're going for a ride. But be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. It's a trick to play a Legends game more than one playthrough, so reward my dedication to this cause, please. It took a while. I'm drained mentally from it. If you're new here, and you most likely are, my name's Ethan. And let's quickly go over the rules. The rules are, I cannot spend money in any way, and I cannot use Mega Shards. I am allowing Colourful screws to be used, because I tend to pick them up as I see them anyway. Plus, I've played Dark Souls and Elden Ring and Demon Souls, those games. I'd rather not micromanage a team while dodging for my life with that much difficulty. So yeah, I'm going to collect the plushes and give me the bonuses. And plus, with no money, I'm going to need the catch boosting plushes as well. So, let's get into it. Let's meet our protagonist for this run, Homeless Tim. Because he has no financial stability whatsoever. I've got the hunch you're a tourist. No, ma'am. This is literally everything I own. That's right. Everything I own is in this bag. Wait. Where is my bag? Where is my bag? Oh my god. No, I didn't! Yeah! We better! My whole existence is in that bag! Get back here! Everything I own is in there! A lot of planning went into this run, and I came up with a few methods, but I came up with an overall solution for myself. I have 4 Pokemon I want to get on my final team for this playthrough. And I believe I can make use of them well. These 4 Pokemon will have great type coverage for the playthrough, and are perfect for this kind of challenge. My starter choice is Totodile. You can do this with any of the starters. However, I chose Totodile for 2 simple reasons. One, on my original playthrough, I used Tepig. That is all there is to it. I used Tepig, so my choice was between Chikorita and Totodile. I didn't pick Chikorita because I have another plan going forward for one of my hidden Pokemon, and Chikorita would be a huge type overlapping situation. And with that, we've got our first of the final team. That's right. Now let's continue on the story, but shall we, people? Hi, Tawny. Yeah, we just met, but I hope it's not too personal of a question to ask this, but, how are you acquainted with the violent, death ray shooting flower fairy? They told me not to ask too many questions, and they gave me a room to stay in. Okay. And they signed me up for a tournament I did not want to participate in. Okay. Now for the really tricky part about this challenge. Since I cannot buy items with money or mega shards, my only resources that I can get are items given to me from side quests, pokeball items found on the ground, and more importantly, the random sparkles on the ground. These are my only sources of items for the whole game. Now, after a while, I did a few matches, all that stuff, and got to the point where I get all the side quests and move about, free roaming. And oddly enough, I found one of my final team members just hanging around, which is good for me, but I was expecting to get this Pokemon much later into the game. Definitely not at this point in the game, at least, so... Okay. More wild. There's a lot of dragons in this game and a lot of Pokemon that can trounce fairy types. So having a steel fairy type will be phenomenal. Okay, it's been a few hours since I've fought Zack, and here's what we've got. We got a level 30 for Alligator in the party, named Nommer, because he likes to nom on things. We have Bouquet the Florges. I wasn't planning on using a Florges this playthrough, but this one's modest, so it's got the best stats spread for it. The Gulp. Alpha Victory Bell. Blaster, the Clefairy. Iroad, the Lucario. And Hairgal, the Mawile. And yes, I am rank Y. Why is this chaotic, you may ask? Well, I found a Riolu who managed to catch it. Found a Cleffa managed to catch it. I wasn't sure how I was going to evolve them, but I kept picking up the berries you use to stat max for perfect EVs. And since those increase friendship when used, as well as this decreasing the EVs, yeah, that works. More wild, I honestly have no idea how this happened. I did not know I can get it this early. Yeah. Anyway, this is the team for the rank Y match. And now, onwards to battle with Yvonne. Huzzah! Oh, Yvonne. I am so sorry for the carnage I'm about to put you through. Alright, Spritzy versus Blaster. Oh. Oh no. Oh boy. Here we go. Ooh. I was not aware Clefairy was able to fly in this game. Did you see that? That could only mean one thing. Someone call Mikey, because we got a Team Sky Fairy. Anyway, at this point I decided I continued on with the game a bit, and I was able to get my next party member. The party member in question, I decided to hunt for. But not for a shiny hunt. I decided to get an alpha of this Pokemon. For very specific reasons. And that member is an Alpha Camerupt. Having a fire type will be amazing, and even more amazing having a ground type. This is some great coverage. I am focusing on some very good coverages in case for all the varied fights in the game. Oh my god, Mabel. I don't know what to choose. They're all great. They're all wonderful. I don't know which one to pick. I'm not sure. How can I make such a difficult decision in such a harsh, cruel way? How can I pick Bulbasaur? I picked Bulbasaur. Yep. There we go, we got the final team. Huzzah! Okay, some changes to the team before we fight Vinny. Normer. Frogolus. Wombo, the Alpha Camerupt. Hirgal. Rey Mysterio. And Bouquet. Let's get to it. We're fighting Vinny. I'll show you the power of being homeless and with nothing left to lose. Run, Wombo, run! Okay. You gotta wonder if that glove is actually comfortable to wear with the stone in it. Huzzah! And yes, basically a lot of the plan for us is grind like a madman, over level against enemies. But that's not what makes this a challenge. The challenge are the rogue mega fights. And we got our first 3 to pick from. Now, this strategy I have come up with not only helps me out, but I'm able to strategize and make a formulaic, precise way to tackle each of these with what I've done. Now, one of the few megas I have access to without money or buying Mega Stones from Quasartico with Mega Shards are the starter Pokemon. So I've got a Mega Feraligatr on my team. Now this is specifically what I did here. I had my Mega Feraligatr go up against Mega Camerupt. And then when I got the Mega Stone from that, I used that to fight the Mega Victory Bell. When I got the Mega Stone from that, I equipped it onto Big Gulp to take down Slowbro. That way, I can specifically tackle each one of them fairly easily. And that is literally the only reason why I got Big Gulp. For this one specific matter. And now, I'm going to tell you all the main reason why I alpha hunted a Numel for a Camerupt. This is my alpha Camerupt, standing beside the Rogue Mega Camerupt. The Rogue Mega one isn't very tall at all. It's not very big or anything. When I was a kid and saw Camerupt, I assumed that thing would be much bigger, like Wombo size here. But nope, they're very, very tiny compared to what you'd think. That bugs the ever-living heck out of me. So yeah, I got an alpha Camerupt just for the satisfaction for the size of it. Now that's all said and done, time for the fight with Tarragon and Canary.
Go Wombo! Run, Wombo, run! Wombo! Go, Rey Mysterio! Go, Wombo! M for mini. Set it to W for Wombo! I think she'll take this very well. Yep, she'll definitely take it well. Yep. She took it well.
Now for the strategies on dealing with the next batch of rogue megas. That includes dealing with Beedrill, which I did with Wombo. Go Wombo. Bayonet is the one I worried about. Can't remember what I did exactly. I just went frick it, we ballin', and just charged in, basically, with everything I've got. And finally, Holucha. Again, I just went... Pretty much I just needed Wombo for this as well. Wombo everywhere. This whole set was basically just a Wombo sweep. Now that's all sorted. Time for the fight with Ivor. Or Ivor.
Oh, Ivor. You're a fighting specialist. Half my team is fairy types. Well, half my team is great against fighting types. Type matchups are his power. Oh boy. I shouldn't pick him up. Pick a fight with him outside Pokemon battle. He punched a gate. Clean off, after all. E. Heracross. Meet Bouquet. Boom Blast. Granicus. Boom Blast. Boom Blast. Moon Blast. Oh, that was anticlimactic.
Fairly interesting. Oh well, let's continue. You know it's good helping and strategizing, but helping people is truly the gift. No, seriously, doing all side quests gives me items and stuff. It all seems very wonderful. Wouldn't you agree, Rolinski? Yeah, I was away from recording while I was doing this, and I randomly found an alpha shiny Rillipede. I was heading towards the sewers for the side quest with Numel, with the guy with the camera ups in the sewers. I couldn't remember the exact way to get there, so I just decided to go to Route 5, and then the guaranteed alpha there was shiny, so I caught it, and it was random. Anyway, continuing to the story. Hey, Tony, I got a question for you, if you don't mind. Sure, homeless team. What can I do for you? just, you know I love you, right? You've been a friend, you've given me food, a place to stay. I just got one teeny, tiny, itty bitty question for you, if you don't mind. Why did you put us in debt with the mob? I mean, I am broke and homeless. I can barely handle the mob. Well, let's go to the next set of megas. We've got Mega Ampharos. I personally am not a fan of Ampharos. I'll explain later. We got Mega Morwile. And finally, Mega Barbarical. Don't tell me you don't see it. That guy's doing a freezer pose. Anyway, Wombo held out against Morwile, and then Morwile screwed over both Ampharos and Barbarical.
Go Wombo! Okay, that ended poorly. Ray? Give him the 619! Oh. I might need to level up a little bit more.
Okay, next set of megas. Pretty simple strategy. Frostlass, you could have Wombo. Simple. Altaria, attacked it with Hairgal. And Venusaur. Wombo. And this is the reason why I picked Bulbasaur before. Because not only do I have a Pokemon with better stats than a Victory Bell, but I can also make it Mega without buying the money. Without buying the Mega Stone. Which is what you have to do with the other two Kanto starters. There's the plan. There's a plan. Okay, so let me get this straight. You asked me to beat you up in a fight, and in return, you've given me clothing. At your own request. That is correct. I know you asked for it and everything, but isn't this just a mugging? I mean, I don't know. It's a mug. Right? This is mugging, isn't it? I'm so confused. Life is full of many hardships. I do not know if I can have the strength to go on. Everything is difficult People who try to do good get harmed, and only those who truly harm others are profiting in this world. And I don't know what to do anymore. What do you think, Thornson?
Okay. Okay. Recording. That is a shiny Budew. Huzzah!
On to Jacinth, or Yakinth, or whatever it's pronounced.
Alright. Jacinth. Or Yakinth. Or... Alright, starts with a carving. Alright, a bit cheesy, but that's good. More wild. That's what I was expecting. Ice Rock. This is a time for Hair Gal. God of War. Hair Gal not looking good. Clefable. I'll try to get a Draining Kiss off. Go Hair Gal! I honestly thought that was going to be a bit more difficult. And it was going to actually hit me harder. Okay.
Okay, with all that done, now we just need to deal with the last Megas. That's Meg and Dragonite. This is a Hair Gal situation. Mega Tyranitar. This was a Rey Mysterio situation, basically. Upon other stuff. This is... and Normer situation. This was a tricky one. And Mega Starmie. Yeah, just went ball on that one.
Here we go. Grisham. Oh, well, I actually had a good lead. Honestly, I forgot his team, but I know it's more diverse than the others. Boing. What's next? Malamar, that would be... for a Fairy type. Pyro. I need to get levels onto Hawlucha, so... Damn. Got greedy with Hawlucha there. Now I got it. Now I know who's next. This is Fire Dragon. I'm not going to Mega Evolve because that will make me weak to half its moves. Boom. Grisham defeated. Okay.
And now it's time for Rogue Mega Floet Orange. I've crafted together a team. We have Narmer the Feraligator, Frogolus the Venusaur, Wombo the Camerupt, Hairgal the Morwal, and Rey Mysterio the Hawlucha. But throughout this whole game, I have cultivated one Pokemon for this final task. A Pokemon where the stars have fully aligned to give me the best of the best that I can possibly get in this situation. A Pokemon that I have cultivated through not just experience, but also with a moveset and a held item that lets it become an absolute beast, especially designed for this one fight in particular. And now we fight. Behold my final weapon against the ultimate weapon.
Here we go. I spent a whole playthrough planning for this exact fight. With limited resources, I think I've come up with a solution. Go Bouquet! Alright, I'm basically concentrating, but I'm going to quickly go over what my strategy was for this whole game. Florges is a good special attacker. So what I did is I gave Florges both Giga Drain, Draining Kiss, Synthesis, as well as equipping it with a big root, increasing the amount of HP it gets per drain. See, that was basically a full heal from yellow. And it has relatively quick recovery time. From yellow. Or we'll see how much it has after this. Okay. And if you see in the lower bar, Florges is fully healed. I really lucked out that the first Flabebe I caught was a modest nature. I cannot tell you how much luck that is for this. Boom. That was close. And it's done. One final look at the team. Thank you all for your hard work. You were all amazing. Everything I needed in this playthrough. We also cannot forget the Gulp, who helped us near the beginning, the Absol we caught, and Lucario. Oh, it's a large size Lucario. I never noticed that. Huh, that's neat. And our two shinies, Rolinski and Fornson. I would count the shiny Marie, but that was the guaranteed one.
It was only looking back at the recordings I realized I forgot to mention Blaster the Clefairy. If you're wondering what my plan for that was, I was just going to give it an Eviolite. But then I was like, oh, Bouquet will do the job. Either way, thank you for watching. And have a Merry Christmas.